Hey guys, here it's another day in the arena. We're back for some more standard. I've been jamming a lot of games here. Currently Diamond Tier 2 for the new set, our new season. Made some updates here to the mono red aggro deck. Kind of shifted a bunch of cards around. Settled on 3 copies of Urabrask's Forge for control matchups. 1 copy of Squee, just because it does have, it's just a really nice card. Sort of, feel like a one of feels right. Went down to 1 copy of Feldon. Upped Adversary up to 2 copies. Just so I did run into a game where I had both Feldons and it was kind of awkward, and it just seems like it's an easy fix. Yeah, I kind of shifted things around here and pretty much came back to where I was with 2 copies of Phoenix Chick and 4 copies of everything else. 20 lands. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some games in. If you are new here, thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate you being here. If you like what you see, maybe go ahead and drop a comment, a like, share it with a friend, or subscribe. And I know that I did get some feedback in the past that some of you did like it when I kind of put on the music and was playing, and so those last 2 videos there are for you guys. So I did want to do a couple of those where I just sort of jam some games, put the music on, just kind of sit back. But now we're kind of back into sort of talking through plays. So opening hand looks great. Yeah, just really happy with this draw. I'm probably going to go Swift Spear plus 2 mono faces Kakazan. Okay, and I guess opponents had enough. Yeah, really been enjoying this mono red deck. I feel like just kind of been sort of fine-tuning a little bit here and there. Against the control matchups, I do have to say that Urabrask's Forge is really good. It does trigger Swift Spear and also acts as 2 permanents for Godric, and it's just a threat that a lot of control decks are not really set up to deal with. They have to kind of... Esper has a couple tools. It has like Void Rend. I guess they can potentially, like blue-white can get it with... what's the 6 mana board wipe, whatever it's called, exiles and everything. But they kind of got to work for it. So if you can get it down early, it can be just devastating. Hand looks great. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I guess they've had enough also. We'll take it. hand looks great. And what's nice about a hand like this is if we can get Charming Scoundrel down on 2, we can ensure that we get Urabrask's Forge. So like if I didn't have the Scoundrel, I'd probably do Play with Fire to try to make sure I get the 3rd land. Okay, and if I natural draw it, that's totally fine too. So if they want to bounce this, I guess they can do that. That works. Yeah, double Forge feels pretty good. Don't think Thirst is going to do it. Yep, they're going to pack it in. I will say that one of the other nice things about Urabrask's Forge, it's really good against like the white decks and the green-black decks that are adding in like a lot of life gain to try to sort of outpace the mono-red deck. So if you can have Forge, you can just have this like recurring threat that just will eventually kill them. Games where it's not so great is against the mirror match. It is kind of slow, and so yeah, against another like aggressive match, it can be a little bit of a hindrance. So for a little while I was running 4. I feel like 3 is probably right though, because you do want to see ideally 1 a game or have access to 1 against control, but you don't necessarily want to see them all the time. And I happen to know this player is playing mono red. He's playing a super hyper aggressive version of it with like the +3/+1 for 2 mana. Whatever it's called. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a very much a race. Yeah, I guess let's just go for Wicked here. Alright, and if he wants to hold up removal, we'll probably wait on Squee. Just go for like Swift Spear here. And I think we just see what he does. Yeah, if we can get the lightning strike out of his hand, now we can get Squee just flying through. Super happy about that. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Wow, as much as I love this, man, triple Kumano, this is just absurd. Like, I really don't like keeping one-landers, but this hand is actually kind of absurd. I think we have to try it. I think we go for the extra mana here. Oh yeah, this feels pretty great. So we just ignore Jace. Let's go for Forge plus Phoenix Chick. So maybe they go for Atraxa here. Oh, Chandra. Sure.
No more watching. It's time to do something. Let's go. Fight to your heart.
Huh. I mean, I think Forge just kind of doesn't care about Chandra. Like, do we care about Chandra? I guess so. Because it just like keeps casting like Knockout Blow and Sunset Revelry and other nonsense like that. I think we just go face. Like, this is going to be like a real test of the power of Forge. Sunfall is pretty good. So he makes it a 6/6. I almost wonder if we should like play with Fire or Phoenix Chick and potentially something else, because then it'll be a 4/4 and we'll be able to kill it with our Urabrask's Forge. Okay, so I think here's the play. I think we shoot our Kumano. We want to get Kumano out of there first so we don't exile our Phoenix Chick. This is a very weird series of plays. So now I guess Chandra has to kill Swift Spear, otherwise... Oh, maybe not.
No plan, no problem. No.
Oh, Chandra just naturally copies? Oh, that's sick. Okay. So yeah, I guess we do sort of have to kill Chandra here. Yeah, I think if I'd read Chandra a little bit closer, probably would have tried to kill her sooner. I guess he maybe just has like double Jace here. Yeah, okay.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will kill Ash. I will shatter your mind.
Oh, what a weird game. Normally I would just kind of stop it at 5 games here, but I think let's do a couple more because we are very close. Gonna see if we can hit Mythic. Queues are a little bit longer here now that we're kind of near the top on the first day of the month. That was definitely a very weird game. Hopefully we're not looking at like 2-minute queues. So I guess while we're waiting, my thought is maybe once we hit Mythic to kind of look at some other possible decks. There's one deck that I saw that seemed kind of interesting. Might want to do like a standard event, which was the what's it called? The Esper Legends deck. Seems to be really, really powerful right now. I mean, basically, you know, playing Rafine and then playing Shieldred and just winning right there. Yeah, especially with a meta that's like crazy, crazy amounts of mono red. It is one of the hardest decks to beat as a mono red player. There have been multiple games where I got them to 1 and then they went back up to 20 in like a turn or two when they had like the full like trifecta of Denick plus Rafine plus Shieldred. Like there's really no deck that makes better use of Shieldred than the Esper Legends deck. So that might be a fun one. You know, might do a couple other decks in like a standard event, something like that. Just if you guys, you know, think of one that you want to see, you know, put in the comments, let me know. Might also do some drafting. I know that, like, in terms of, you know, premiere events, I think what we have coming up is, like, second week of October, there's, like, a standard arena open, either arena open or, like, a play-in, something like that. So definitely doing a fair amount of standard, but maybe some drafts here and there, just kind of see how it goes. So I think this is kind of a tough spot. Like, we're definitely on the back foot since we're second to play here. They do also have, like, the opening of, like, Kumano into Velban, which is really good. I think our best bet here is to Lightning Strike Feldon right now, just so they're not able to untap and blow us out with the Monstrous Rage. It's not ideal, but I think it's probably our best bet here. Like, we're definitely losing the race, right? And, like, the earlier in the game that you kill Feldon, the better. So then they're, like, you know, not able to use their mana as effectively, or they have to, like, make multiple choices, as opposed to, like, very late in the game, killing Feldon is just awful. Like, it's obviously still bad, but if we can slow the game down just a little bit. And again, we might want to just play with fire preemptively here just so we don't get blown out. But at the same time, we can just hold it, I suppose. Yeah, we're just losing the race here pretty badly. So I think maybe the play here is to hold the play with fire, like double block in case it's to force them to cast the Monstrous Rage first if they want to do that. And then we can try to get them with play with fire instead of just using it now. Like if they have like Godric, yeah, it's real bad. I'm not sure if we want to hold the mountain or try to just like play both of these cards. I think we want to do Kumano plus Adversary here. Just to try to trade off with something. Yeah, this is just almost completely over. It's so hard to come back into mono red. Yeah, we're basically dead here. I think, you know, sometimes I guess if they have like a Kumano faces Kakazan on turn one, it does seem to be almost whoever wins the die roll typically wins. Not necessarily. You can come back, but they need to have a very bad draw and you need to have a very good draw. I guess we're going to find out here. So now if they have Godric on 3, it comes down as a 4/4. Wow, actually it'll be a 5/5. So if they have Godric, we're just in rough shape. No way around it. I guess we could hold Lightning Strike for... Yeah, I think it's probably our best bet. Is to just sort of try for it. Like, we're going to take some in the air, and it's basically, this is just going to be really rough to turn this around. But like, your best bet to like break serve here is with like Swift Spear. So like if... Yeah, I guess if they have something like that, this can work. I'm surprised that they just walked in there with the Etching of Kumano. That did seem a little bit loose. But we're definitely not out of the woods. So... Now we gotta start racing that Phoenix chick. I think we hold back Swift Spear again and try to like use Monstrous Rage to like get them with their Etching of Kumano. Suppose we could also just like put like a Wicked Roll on it. That way we don't necessarily like have to. This gives us like an extra layer. Okay, they're gonna go for Dragon. So that's gonna be hard to beat. So yeah, they're putting us in a position where we pretty much just have to race, which is okay. Oh, actually, we wanted to hold back. That was a mistake. We wanted to hold one of these guys back here. I guess we can still play Epicure to block this, but it's not as ideal. I guess if he blocks, I mean, that works. So yeah, we're definitely going to get in the way to prevent that from flipping. Now we can Lightning Strike his Phoenix Chick. And just kind of slow roll this a little bit. Let's see, if we just go face... Spell, that's 4, 5, 8, 11. God, we can drop him to 2. That's really tempting. I think the play here is we get in with Phoenix Chick and probably Foundry. Actually, no, not Foundry. Just Phoenix Chick. And we'll put a Rage on it. Sure. Okay, so now we Lightning Strike. That's a good one. They will be able to flip it. Guess we have to assume that they can flip it next turn anyways. If they draw any burn spell, they can flip it. I think we just need to go for it now. So we can hit them for 2. I guess we can hit them potentially for 3. It's not gonna do it though. So maybe we just sit back this turn. We really needed that to be a different draw. Yeah, we drop them to 4 and then they just wipe our board. I think we've got a set. Maybe we pulled the trigger too quickly on letting them flip their dragon. Like, we should have like held back Swift Spear there for like 1 extra turn. So I think we got to try to go for it here because they're going to be able to swing for so much damage next turn because they're going to have double triggers off the dragon. I think we got to hope to like win on this turn. it's not going to do it. Because they've got 3 blockers. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Because they get double trigger. Each of these is going to do 4. 4, 8, 12. So yeah, we're just dead. So I think in hindsight, we should have waited one more turn, hoping they didn't have anything to flip their dragon. Because now, like, even if we go Swift Spear plus Foundry plus token, they can just block. That's heartbreaking. Alright, let's do one more, see if we can go back up to Diamond 1. I will say Dragon is really good in the mirror match. It's not as good against some other decks, though. It's kind of slow. But maybe it's good enough. Yeah, I think if you're gonna run Dragon, you probably wouldn't run Urabrask's Forge. And I think Urabrask Forge is quite good. Do they have the counter? Possible bounce. Definitely a great start, that's for sure. Okay, no counter, no bounce. They didn't have a counter last turn. I think we just go for it. Maybe they've got it this turn. Yeah, okay. They're still under a ton of pressure. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Alright, back up to Diamond 1. So thanks for watching, guys. We went 5-3 today, so did okay. We are at the very top, almost at Mythic. So Diamond 1. Let's take a look at the stats for the deck. I have jammed a lot of games. Some of them on my laptop, which you didn't calculate, but some of them here on the computer. And let's take a look. So overall, all of the mono red decks are at 66% win rate, 114 wins, 59 losses between all the versions. The most recent version, I did a couple different switches. This one I think is just 5 and 3 is the most recent one. 22 and 9 was the last one. But again, I've kind of switched it back. So I think I'm just going to start looking at like the overall picture here. Just because it's kind of more encompassing. It may not be completely accurate, but it's close enough. So overall, 66% win rate, 114 wins, 59 losses. This does encompass a bunch of different versions of the deck, but I've been sort of tinkering around with stuff, so I think that's how I'm just going to list it. Yeah. So we'll see you again soon, and hopefully Mythic here very shortly.